Thank you so much for joining us here on Joy News Prime. Now let's take you to Nkwanta, where 4 more individuals have been shot in Odomi Chala at Nkwanta in the Oti region, following the shooting to death of one person yesterday in renewed clashes. Now the 4 victims are believed to be head porters who were attacked and shot while loading a truck with gari. Now this latest incident occurred barely 24 hours after another person was shot and killed in the area. At least 12 individuals have been killed in the ongoing disturbances, believed to be related to land and chieftaincy issues. These fresh hostilities come just days after the chairman of the Municipal Security Council, Bright Lenwa, announced plans to tighten security in response to what he described as fresh twists to the conflict. Now listen to the truck driver and one of the head porters narrate to Joy News what really happened.
We were attacked at gunpoint. 4 persons on board my truck suffered gunshot wounds, including my assistant. There were about 25 of us who had gone to load bags of gari from the community. I cannot identify the assailants.
We were chased at gunpoint, so we asked the driver to speed up. We need to pray for the 2 out of the 4 persons who suffered gunshot wounds.
Let's go live to Nkwanta now and speak to Adom correspondent Obrimpon Owosoho, who is on the ground for the latest on the story. Obrimpon, what exactly are you, where are you now and what is the situation of these 4 persons who have been shot?
Yeah, Carlos, currently I am at Nkwanta Catholic Hospital, where the 4 persons who sustained gun injuries are receiving treatment.
All right, so if you can speak up a bit, what is the security situation in the area now that we are speaking about this particular development?
The security situation here has been beefed up. The operations have been intensified since the incident of the shooting in the afternoon. We all know that Nkwanta South has not been a safety place for residents here for the past 1 month. In relation to a chieftaincy issue between 3 ethnic groups here, which has resulted into 12 persons that have been shot a day. So far, we can say that about 15 people have sustained gun injuries in relation to the recent happenings in Nkwanta South. So, yeah, as I speak with you, we are enjoying safety. The people of Nkwanta South are enjoying safety. The sound is eventually quiet. It becomes a ghost town. As we can see that the town is becoming a ghost town because people are on their beds, their activity, because they are following the imposition of the curfew in the area.
All right, so I didn't get the last part of what you said. So we know there has been a curfew imposed in the town some 2 months ago. Is that curfew being adhered to? Is it still in place?
The curfew is really adhering to by residents because we know that when it is 5 p.m., residents in the area are supposed to close down their shops, their activities, and go into their rooms and then sleep, and then they wake up in the following morning 6 a.m. So as I speak with you, the curfew is still imposed, it's still active, and the security officers are also doing all their best to ensure that life and properties are safe.
All right, thank you so much, Obrimpon, for those updates coming from Nkwanta area. Now, Dr. Victor Doke is a security analyst and he joins us via Zoom. Doc, what do you make of these recurring communal conflicts in the country, using the Nkwanta South situation as a case study? Doc, if you can unmute and if you can hear me. I'm actually asking what you make of this recurring situation, taking Nkwanta into context on this particular matter. We seem to be having some challenge.
Hello?
Okay, we can hear you now. Hello, Doc?
Yes, very sorry. I think they're not stable. Your question again, please.
So I was asking, these issues of communal clashes is becoming one too many. And looking at the Nkwanta situation, what do you make of this recurring situation across the country? Many parts of the country keep having this particular challenge. All right, so we are having some challenges speaking to Doc, but we'll try and work the lines and get back to him. He's a researcher who has done extensive work in some of these communities with regards to communal clashes, and we are looking at the Nkwanta clashes, which has actually, claimed some lives in the OT region. We'll try and see if we have Doc back on the line. Doc, so if you can hear me, I was asking, what do you make of these recurring communal conflicts in the country using the Nkwanta situation as a case study?
Yeah, thank you very much. I'm sorry, the line was very unstable. Now, the situation with regards to recurring clashes, okay, in line with conflicts, be it over land, chieftaincy, religion, or whatever, it's worrying. Now, it tells us, or it tells the state apparatus, those responsible with regards to conflict resolution, National Peace Council, the National House of Chiefs, Regional House of Chiefs, that there is something they are not doing right. Now, for conflicts to be recurring, it means that the root causes have not been tackled. So if you don't tackle the root cause of a conflict, address it, profess solutions, then you would have recurring conflicts or clashes between these two groups, or it can be other groups that have joined or formed alliances with the actors themselves. You can also have stakeholders, right, who are behind the scenes fueling these conflicts for their parochial gains. So until we have a proper mechanism in place, resource the necessary institutions, the National Peace Council, regional, and the National House of Chiefs, and then give them the capacity to learn the dynamics of finding solutions to these conflicts, we are not getting anywhere. The first step, bringing in the soldiers, the police, whatever, on curfew duties, it is okay. But however, you need to implement structural measures, structural prevention measures, long-term goals. That is where we are lacking. We don't have the sustained engagement. So you will see the curfews come in, you have the ministers or whatever, representatives go in, talk to them, let it be calm, they are calm, and then the core issues are not being addressed. So the people have not understood that we have ended the conflict based on 1, 2, or 3. We will start again because our needs, our wants, our interests have not been addressed.
All right.
Until we do that, we'll come back to the same issue. We'll have more clashes than this.
All right. So what are some of these core issues you talked about that they need to be addressed so we can avoid the recurrence of these clashes?
Let's look at what exactly is the problem with the Nkwanta South issue. Land, okay? Now, the aspect of ethnicity with regards to respect to rights and performing festivals and whatnot. It's similar to the Boku case, right? Festivals, land, chieftaincy, and all that. How are these issues being addressed? Have the parties been met? Okay. Has the NPC, National Peace Council, Regional House of Chiefs, have they made any effort to meet these actors to get to know what exactly they need or want, so then they can now begin to have or profess solutions? The two parties will now agree on that solutions and then end the conflict. Until we do that, we are not going anywhere. Now, let's look at how we can build a capacity for the National Peace Council. Most of the times, we realize that the National Peace Council comes into these situations very late. How are we able to resource, this institution, which is the sole mandatory body required with regards to conflict resolution in the country? They need the resources, they need the capacity, the manpower. You need people who understand the dynamics of ethnic conflicts to address these issues. If you send anybody just in there, you will not get the results.
All right, Doctor, I want to find out from you respectfully. We are in election year 2024. If these issues are not properly addressed and the conflict continues, what impact is it likely to have generally on the elections?
Well, now let's not forget that our election or electoral system has evolved in a sense that there are ethnic connotations to elections, i.e. the two main political parties. Okay. Now, you could have clashes along these lines. generally the security situation will not be something you and I would want going into, the elections. The need to address these conflicts earlier will be better. So then when the political atmosphere steps in or creeps in proper, okay, you only have issues of chieftaincy, i.e. land or whatever, creeping in. It makes the situation more murkier than it will be. And you cannot control it whether you have a proper security system in place. It will be very difficult and challenging. And these kind of conflicts become prolonged and the solutions to it are not found.
All right.
So we need to address these conflicts as soon as possible and then lay a peaceful ground for election activities to take off.
Thank you so much. Dr. Victor Doke is a security analyst. He's been breaking the issues down for us.